Be ready for fight.
The storm. You'll never reclaim what it's taken from you.
You put too much stock in rumors that are old wives' tales.
I don't think we're the first to camp here. Lots of fresh tracks.
Allow yourself some rest. The Divines are watching over us.
Let's ride!
definitely dwarven. Watch out for traps. That must be the door Edyar mentioned. Sealed tight. No lock. Not even a handle. I don't suppose the werewolf told you how to open it, did he? That door's sealed tight. And since we can't climb up on the pipes and crawl in the way Edyar got out, we're gonna have to be creative. There's gotta be a mechanism to open it. Take a look around and see what you can find. Those cube things. Maybe. It does look like they can be turned. Maybe changing their positions will do something. It's as good an idea as any. I thought I spotted some papers over there. Certainly looks newer and less dwarven than the rest of this place. Maybe they contain a clue or something? If all else fails, I could try slamming my axe into the door. The gear started moving. You must be doing something right. Something turned on. Keep going. That sounded promising. Let's try the door. This chamber's... That's an ugly plant. Must be the nether root mentioned in the note. Why does everything connected to vampires involve blood? That was Fen. We need to keep moving. It's overpowering. We need to shut down those machines. That's poison. Why are they spraying it on those plants? More of that nether root. Turn off those sprayers or we'll never get across this chamber. Get out. No, not that time. That's it. Keep going. stone husk is moving.
You lead.
Why are you doing this to me?
Now, feel free to scream when I peel back your flesh and apply this tool.
We have what we need. Last moments.
A noble cause. The machine will finish him momentarily, my lord.
Finish your work here, Singalis, then join me in the keep. You must bear witness when we make our move.
Of course, Rada al-Saran. I am eager to see the power of our ultimate Harrow Storm. New test subjects. Just in time. This one is about spent.
Get back, you betcha!
You cannot wait. You cannot stop. It's too late. For me.
Fenn's delirious. See if you can free him.
You should have left me. Go warn Solitude. Aksak Singalis and Rada al-Saran talked freely while they tortured me. They're planning some sort of assault on Solitude. A massive Harrow Storm. I need blood. But I won't drink from an unwilling person. In this state, even with a willing participant, I don't trust my restraint. If I only had my flask. My flask. Thank you, my friend. Rada al-Saran is the one they call the Ashen Lord, leader of the Grey Host. He and Singalis often went into the nearby sanctum to talk. I heard a few words. Map, yes. Yes. Once I take a long drink from...
Take your time. You've been through a...
Aksak Singalis was insane, but he was also a genius. If he kept records, they'll be in here.
So, partner, what did you find? We set out to find Fenn and bring him back to Solitude. Along the way, we learned more about our true enemy, killed one of their leaders, and acquired some valuable intelligence. That's a victory in my book. Not that I can think of. I'll make sure that Fenn makes it to the Blue Palace. We'll meet you there. And don't forget that map and communique. Come on, Fenn. Princess Svana herself requested your presence at the Blue Palace.
I don't believe I'm very good company right now.
Come on, Fenn. We'll help you through this.
say we try some of the local fare? I'm famished.
True. The Reach attacked Morthal. The Jarl's soldiers put a stop to it, as I understand.
That's not... I heard something else.
You are welcome here, Fenorian of House Ravenwatch.
I don't know what to say.
You're back! Lyris was just making introductions and was about to give her report. Why don't you tell me what happened? By all the Mead and Sovngarde, it's good to see you and the others. Your vampire scholar seems... out of sorts, but I'm glad to make his acquaintance. Lyris tells me you ran into a bit of trouble. Care to explain? And I can't wait to hear all the details. In the meantime, let's take a look at what you found and try to devise a plan. Lyris didn't say much, but she indicated that time is short. Here, take this. You deserve a lot more, but it's all I can spare. The information you brought back from Blackreach might give us a fighting chance. Let's put our heads together and figure out how to use what you learned. My father be damned! The Grey Host? Where have I heard that name? Meanwhile, my father rounded up the Herald and moved his soldiers to the outer walls. Then he ordered the quartermaster to stockpile Castle Dower. He's preparing Solitude to withstand a long siege. That might work against a mob of Reachmen, but thick walls can't stop a Herostorm. Any war we try to wage will be over before it starts if we don't find a way to stop them. Fen knows more about the storms than anyone. See what he suggests. Talk to Fen. If he has any bright ideas, I'd love to hear them. Magister Fridelia has been studying the Icereach Coven medallion, but she hasn't had a lot of success. She seems even less confident about reproducing their protective enchantment now.
It's all right. I'm ready to help. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me. Could you show me the research you recovered from Exarch Singalis' laboratory? These notes prove my theory. Netherroot is the key component of the Herostorm ritual. It's like a poison for the soul. Weakens the bonds to the body so it can be pulled free. They're harvesting life energy from anyone caught in the storms. I'm guessing, but it may have something to do with those stone husks we saw. Remember how the werewolf emerged from one? And look at the mixture you retrieved. It isn't like the residue we recovered from the witch pike. It's more concentrated. It's certainly what Singalis' notes imply. Despite how it looks, a plan is formulating in my mind. I think I can create an elixir, but I'll need more of this refined netherroot brew. And we need to solve the mystery of the Coven medallions. I know what you need me to do. Put my experience behind me. Focus on the mission, just like Verandis taught me.
See those marks? Grey Host sites that correspond to the communique we found.
Just about enough of this.
I know a commander's map when I see one. Each of those marks matches a location mentioned in the communique from Rada al-Saran, the leader of the Grey Host. I can already see where we need to go. That mark on the northwest coast, that's an Icereach Coven camp. The communique mentioned needing more medallions. Odds are, they come from there. And here, a Midland camp between Dragonbridge and Morthal. It's a staging ground for the Herostorms. More than likely. Those two locations should provide what Fen needs to finish his elixir. We can't bet everything on that, though. The communique mentions a warlord's camp in Blackreach. Maybe we can learn more about their ultimate plan there. Svanna, Fen, and I will divvy up the camps and scout ahead. Fen should investigate the coastal camp. I'll take the Midlands camp. That leaves Svanna with Blackreach. Meet up with each of us when you're ready. Then we'll hit each camp in turn.
Well?
Fee?
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
I killed a man.
Ah, good. I was hoping you'd show up. Lyris was right. This camp is crawling with the Ice Reach Coven. And they're definitely producing the medallions here. I was even able to slip away with one. We need to get closer, though. There's more to figuring out this magic than just watching from afar. I need to know exactly how they go about creating them. With your help, we can learn everything about that here in this camp. It's a landing site for the boats coming from the island of Ice Reach. Plus, they're collecting something here that goes into the process of creating the medallions. If you can get me to the center of the camp, I can learn what that is. Determining how they create these medallions will be an enormous help. The Grey Host has accelerated their plans. They need more medallions for a reason. A big harrow storm is coming. We need to be ready.
I really don't like your odds. In a big family, you have to know how to scrap.
Examine the headstones. Let's determine what's so special about the exhumed bodies. must be something that connects these graves to the medallions. Finished? Have you come to any conclusions? Well, we've both been over the headstones with a fine-toothed comb. If we can determine why the Coven dug up these particular bodies, it will tell us something about how the medallions were enchanted. Of course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. You have the makings of a fine scholar, my friend. Now, let's see. I noticed there were a mix of different races buried here. They weren't all Nords. Anything strike you about the departed? They did. Tell me more. I don't think that's it. Some died from wounds, others... Of course. Compare notes. They did. Tell me more. Well, yes, but so were the bodies that weren't disturbed. We're trying to determine what the... Of course. Compare notes and look for commonalities. Really? What was that? Not true, of course. Compare notes and look for Really? Which headstones did you examine? I read about laborers, soldiers, and traders. Not the same. Of course. They did. Of course. Why didn't I see that? The headstones on the exhumed graves all mentioned that the person was old when they died. Let me think. Some necrotic spells require the remains of the elderly. Something to do with the natural decay of life. According to one necromantic theory, the older a living thing becomes, the more necrotic energy it naturally acquires. As a body grows old and withers, the life inside it decays. Necrotic energy is the byproduct of this deterioration. I now know enough about how they create the medallions to move my research along. I'll return to the Blue Palace and start putting an elixir together. To fully craft an elixir to defend against the Harrow storms, I still require a sample of refined netherroot brew.
Wandered into the wrong hollow, friend. Justiciars to arms. No one needs
By the Imperium light, move faster. The more bones you halt, you'll go no further.
I need healing!
Don't slow down now. I will not suffer the humiliation of fail. Justiciars, to arms! Light it up!
well met, stranger. You forced our hand.
Burn it!
I'll give you that. Burn it!
Set it ablaze!
me. My prince is coming with an army that will end this war for the Altmer.
What did you think you could do here?
You won't stop me. My prince is coming with an army that will end this war for the Altmer. Not the end.
So, Orneth sold her soul completely. Thalmor will not be happy with this. Akara, look. Just as you feared, the ritual is complete. See how the darkness gathers? Yes. Whatever Orneth unleashed here may be even stronger than she. Prepare yourselves.
It'll be good to get away from the family a bit. Off we go!
just arrived. Don't worry, I found something to keep me occupied. A bold move setting up camp in the midst of the Western Holds. I'll say this for the Grey Host. They aren't afraid to draw attention to themselves. I learned a few things while I was waiting for you to show up. It's just as we thought. The Grey Host is using this camp as a supply depot for their raids across the countryside. I saw stacks of witch pikes, rows of reliquaries, and jars of what I assume is the refined netherroot brew. Right. And I heard the camp leader, a nasty creature named Sableye, tell his troops to make sure to use the new supply that just arrived from Blackreach. Let's go grab a jar or two. No jars in this cart. Let's try another one.
Whew, that was a bit of a warm-up.
Not this cart either. I hope we didn't miss it.
Stop them, my packmates. I'll get this brew to the witches.
Sableye has the brew. Let's find him before he gets away. You got a jar of the refined brew? Let's talk over here. Luck was with us. If we had reached this camp even a few moments later, Sableye would have gotten away with the netherroot brew. After all this trouble, Fen better be able to use it to make his elixir. I'll take the jar of refined netherroot brew to Solitude. We'll meet up in Svanna's chambers when everyone gets back from their missions. I hope they're all right. Fen has proven himself, especially after what happened in Blackreach. House Ravenwatch, they're unusual as far as bloodsuckers go. As for Svanna, she's braver than I originally thought. Anyway, meet me in Solitude after you finish up. In addition to the refined netherroot brew, Fen needs information on the Icereach Coven medallions. Plus, we're hoping to learn more about the big storm the Grey Host has planned. Help Fen and Svanna at the other camps, then meet me in Solitude. Glad to hear that worked out. With any luck, Fen will produce a working elixir in short order. Then we can stop worrying about the Harrow storms and concentrate on defeating the Grey Host. Which reminds me, go to the Blackreach camp and aid Svanna.